Good morning, Nicole. I think Sundowns went into this game knowing exactly how Celtics play, because Celtics are a very unpredictable team. They're a very free-spirited team, and they always give Mamelodi Sundowns problems, even though Mamelodi Sundowns win most of the game. But I think yesterday Mamelodi Sundowns got into the game with so much confidence after winning the league not last week. So I think it was just the matter of time of when are they going to score, because you could see how they dominated the game. And of course, Pitso didn't look like a person that was excited after the game, but you can see the sign of relief from his face, and the players were overjoyed after the results. I mean, this is a team that is making history at the moment.
Now, Teko, you said they went into that match with confidence. And on that point, if we look back at the ABSA Premiership, we saw Kaizer Chiefs at the top of the log for an entire 13 months. And unfortunately, slowly but surely, that trophy slipped out of their hands. What do you think it is that sets Sundowns apart from other teams for them to have come in and taken that title?
I think the only thing that sets them apart is the experience that they got in Africa. You know, they know how to play under pressure. They know how to win games. And I think that was the issue with Kaizer Chiefs, and also with Sundowns. Also, the depth that they have within their squad as well helped them a lot. Because with Kaizer Chiefs, they were on top of the log from August last year, and when it matters most, when they were supposed to actually extend their lead, you could see that with the pressure that was coming through, sometimes they were not playing their normal game. And when they went to the Bio Bubble, I don't think the Bio Bubble did them justice. And with Mamelodi Sundowns, as much as they struggled, but they knew that they've got experience that they can come in and actually help them with trying to win the league. And we saw what happened at the last game of the league, how they played and how Kaizer Chiefs played. You could tell that Kaizer Chiefs players were very nervous in terms of trying to win the game, but Mamelodi Sundowns knew exactly what they needed to do because they've been there before.
And as you said, they, of course, were in that bubble, and going into that bubble, I can imagine cannot be easy for any individual on this earth. But I think it speaks also to the discipline that the players, as well, the players in Sundowns have. Speak to us a bit about that. Getting to the end of the ABSA Premiership after this long time that football was placed on hold, it would seem that Sundowns players are more disciplined even prior to COVID-19. So therefore, it might have been a bit easier for them to deal with a bubble because they have that level of discipline.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that travels a lot in Africa and competes. This is a team that is always in camp. So for them in a bar bubble, it wasn't something new. And even in off season, sometimes they go out of the country and camp somewhere to prepare for the new season. So that wasn't new for them. But what was new was because of the way that they were supposed to train, and within the short space of time, and looking to get into that competitiveness into trying to win the league. I think that was more difficult for them, as much as it was difficult for any other team. But what helped them most is the experience that they have within the team. There were players that have been there before. There were players that have played more big games, and that helps when it comes to crunch time. And I don't think Kaizer Chiefs had enough personnel to help them in that regard. And I feel sorry for the Kaizer Chiefs players, because you could see the disappointment, the hurt that they had after they saw that they couldn't win the league. And being on top of the log for the longest time like this and not winning it, I mean, it's painful. And but with Mamelodi Sundowns, it came and showed their dominance as well. Again, it shows as well that the type of players that they have, they've got a culture of winning in that team, and that's what the coach echoes all the time. They're a team that wants to win everything that in their disposal, and you could see the way they play that they're a team that even if they don't play well, but they mean well.
Most definitely. Now, Teko, moving away from the actual football, we've been seeing a few sports stars in football, rugby, and cricket as well, sporting their braaiing skills. Tell us a bit about that.
Um, this was something very new and fresh for me, to see guys being exposed like that, because normally, me personally, I used to be in the type of environment where I'll allow anybody else to bribe, because you always want to taste how somebody else does food. But for me, I was given this opportunity to be competing, and I asked vividly that who am I competing against, and they said Dr. Kumalo and Bafana Bafana coach. And this is my only time that I had to beat the elders. I was like, okay, I'm in. And anticipated that they're gonna braai the normal braai, your normal meat, probably with a salad or something like that. So I figured that I'm going to braai the way that I'll braai in my house when I have guests in the house. And I tried something different, and yeah, it looked good, and it also tasted good. It was a pity that most people couldn't eat it, but my family enjoyed it, and it was a nice experience for me.
That's nice to hear, Teko. I like how you say taking on the elders, but you know what they say, the youngsters can also be a bit more innovative. Teko, thank you so much
Yeah,
for
yeah.
spending your morning with us. And next time, invite us to that braai. Of course, Sundowns is still supporting. Big congratulations to them. We'll have more sports for you later. Marcel, Tony, back to you.